Everything's an opportunity for fun if you're a skateboarder.
There's no kind of bound limit by where you can go with it, who you'll meet.
People that don't skate can't understand that mental side of it, and it changes the way you think as a person, I think.
We look at a set of stairs and we look at see if there's bumps before it. You know, we look at a handrail, we look if there's any knobs on it. You know, normal people don't do that. That's part of being a skateboarder. I love it.
Tell us about your favourite skate spot so we can demonstrate the spaces that make us happy, enable us to be together and feel part of the city. Not skate parks, but spaces where skaters mix with lots of other sorts of people, creating a vibrant, active city that people want to visit. We also want you to find out about other spots worldwide and a bit about some of the scenes for skaters in other cities, especially at a time we can't really travel. This is because 3 new spaces for skateboarding will be built around Nottingham over the next few months, including a skate-friendly public space near Broadmarsh, a professionally built skate plaza in Rushcliffe Country Park, and skate docks around Beeston. In each one you'll learn about different processes, from major civil engineering and architectural projects to designing and building concrete, wooden and metal structures yourself. You'll hear from amazing people whose skateboarding has taken them into careers that have changed their cities. Lastly, we'll be running a series of mini challenges. You'll recreate lines filmed by skaters in other cities with loads of rad prizes.
Yeah, so today, working with the younger people, we've been trying to develop the skills with technical drawing and model making. So taking, first of all, the ideas of what they want to skate and then how to draw them up, and then turn that into a 3D sort of version so they can see it from all aspects and how that will work in the space eventually. So it's important that skateboarders are actually involved with the design elements. So number one, the amount of, I think through the 90s to sort of early 2000s, a lot of parks were built and spots that were sort of actually designed for skateboarders weren't built by anyone that understood the actual physics of it all, how space works in between it, the actual dimensions, distances between objects and stuff like that. So now getting people that are actually involved in skating, number one, they know what they like to skate, and then it also kind of furthers skateboarding in a challenging way as how can you change something that's kind of had a staple for the last 30, 40 years, and how can you move that forwards into a new direction with it, so it's not just repeated again every decade.
Normally I skate at Snetton Market. It's just my favourite spot. It's near to my house, so it's got a good scene down there. All my friends go there. You know, it's got everything I want. It's got a good smooth floor, ledges, stairs, everything. It's good. I love it.
My favourite skate spot, or one of them, is Queen's Road, Peckham. Just outside the station, where we have bars, we have coffee shops, we have skateboarders, local punters, and everyone else mixing. And I like it because, at the end of the day, it's not much more than a load of flat ground, some curbs, and a whole mix of different people from all over the world sitting around, watching the skateboarders, and just sharing space together.
There's nothing about this space that couldn't make it a good skate spot. So it's covered over from the elements, so it's an all-weather spot. It's got a bit of natural light. It's free. It's right in the middle of the city, and it is totally empty. It's used as a limited public thoroughfare. But because it is underutilised, because skateboarders have been asked to leave here in the past, it tends to be used for other purposes. It is used as an outdoor toilet. It will also become a destination for, as homelessness has increased in Nottingham, other very vulnerable population have been pushed out to these kind of forgotten corners of the city. If you're a group of skaters and you're skateboarding and you want to sit down and rest, it's not a particularly nice environment for that. So it has this potential to be used for skateboarding all the time as a free, positively utilised space with very little adaptation, and it's not. So we've had a formal permitted jam today, and the idea behind it is that we demonstrate that we can utilise the space responsibly and make it lively and interesting and engaging, which means that over time, if we are able to use it more often, it becomes a better space for the public.
I'm at a location that hopefully a few of you will recognise. It's the entrance to the old DIY spot that got built in the mid-2010s and demolished in 2017. I found this spot really inspiring, and I find DIY spots generally quite inspiring because they act as canvases for skateboarders' imaginations. You can go there and try and realise the type of skate spot you really want to skate through the collective effort of designing, building, and then skating what you create.
I've been quite fortunate to have a diverse experience in the world of skateboarding, and it's really helped my life and my professional progression among many other things. You know, I'm a chartered structural engineer, I design skatable spaces, and I've had the chance to work with some of the most wonderful and brilliant kind of creative minds behind these things. It's all because of skateboarding, and it's all because of spaces that are not necessarily designed with skateboarding in mind, but are designed with a community in mind. And the powerful thing about skateboarding is that it draws people from so many different rich walks of lives, and it completely demolishes class boundaries in a way where you can actually be inspired by the people and the spaces around you. And that mix has kind of meant that for someone like me, coming as a third culture child from a first generation immigrant family, trying to find a place in the city, but also going down quite maybe a traditional route academically, in the world of engineering and studying civil engineering. These links to other people and other practices and other ways of thinking have meant that I've been able to do something quite different with my work and always have this creative fuel behind it. So, to skateboarding.
But when I grow up, I want to convert a van, into a livable home and space, and I want to go and travel. I'm also setting up a little venture, a business, and we're converting old skateboards into lights. And I started doing that with my dad, and it's called Board Pimps.
When I grow up, I will maybe be a skateboarder.
I want to maybe run some clubs to do with skateboarding, and because I've been inspired by the people inside skateboarding.
I want to be an architect when I grow up, go to London Uni or somewhere like that, because from a skater's perspective, as an architect, you can put features into buildings that people wouldn't know that you could skate, but you could skate, and yeah, I feel like I could make a difference that way.